Thanks for joining me on TCM this Tuesday evening. I'm Alicia Malone. We are in the middle of a lineup of comedy adventures with all-star casts, which perfectly describes our next film. From 1963, produced and directed by Stanley Kramer and featuring an incredible array of comedic actors from many eras of movie making, it's a mad, 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 mad world. This was released in 1963, and it was the first comedy Stanley Kramer ever directed, though he'd produced a couple that hadn't been received too well. Kramer had built a stellar reputation for his dramas like The Defiant Ones, Inherit the Wind, and Judgment at Nuremberg, but he still felt drawn to directing comedy and believed this movie could be the one to prove that he had the talent for it. This idea had come to Kramer from screenwriter William Rose and his wife Tanya Rose, and Kramer worked with William Rose to flesh out the story. Along the way, Kramer hired, as he said, the most impressive group of comedians ever assembled for one picture. They include Sid Caesar, Milton Berle, Mickey Rooney, Buddy Hackett, Jonathan Winters, Bill Silvers, Terry Thomas, and in small cameos, Jimmy Durante, Jerry Lewis, Buster Keaton, Ben Blue, Edward Everett Horton, Three Stooges, Joey Brown, Eddie Rochester Anderson, and I'm probably forgetting many more. Also in the cast is the straight man Spencer Tracy, as well as Ethel Merman, Edie Adams, and Dick Shawn. The story begins with Jimmy Durante as a dying man who tells a group of strangers about a large amount of money he hid in a park under a big W. After he dies, the strangers race across California to try and find the buried treasure first. Along the way, there are many hijinks and slapstick comedy. As author Donald Spoto put it, with the cast and the comedic situations, it's like the audience is taken for a trip through the history of film comedy. One that has now become a classic in itself. From 1963, buckle up because It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.